Modern Warfare 2 is out, and now you're trying to create the best class setup to win games. You have your weapons all sorted, you have your score streaks locked in, but what about your perks? There are now so many perks to choose from, and you may be asking yourself, what is the difference between a base perk and an ultimate perk? Or what is the best perk package setup? Well, worry not, friends, I've got you covered, because today we're deep diving into the new perk system in Modern Warfare 2, and I share my thoughts on each perk in the game and provide the best perk package setups that you should be running in Modern Warfare 2 Legends. My name is Ryan. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And before we jump into the video, I want to say if you find it helpful in any way, be sure to smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel and dinging that notification bell, and finally drop a comment down below for a shout out in the next video. Doing these three things helps the algorithm out so much, and I appreciate anyone that can take the time to help. Now, friends, let's jump in. Legends on screen is a classic tier maker with all of the perks in Modern Warfare 2, including the base, bonus, and ultimate perks. I'm gonna rate these from S through to F, being at the very bottom, and this should give you a better idea of what perks you could be using in your perk package setups. We're gonna start off with our base perks first. You get to select 2 of these perks in each perk package, and you actually start the game with these 2 base perks. They take effect immediately. And the first perk on our list is Double Time. This doubles the duration of your tactical sprint and increases your crouch movement speed by 30%. I personally use Double Time on pretty much all of my classes. I'm gonna put it in S tier. Tactical sprint is the best movement that we have in the game. Slide canceling no longer exists, so Double Time ensures that you can move around the map very, very quickly. And that is why I personally love it for every single class I use, and it is an S tier perk. Next up is Battle Hardened. This again is a really great perk. It reduces the effect of tactical grenades such as your stuns, your flashes, your EMPs, your shock sticks, your gas mines. It makes you entirely immune to snapshot grenades, which were an absolute scourge during Warzone and Modern Warfare 2019. This again is an absolute god tier perk. Flash grenades are so strong in this game. The white light is absurdly bright, so reducing that effect as best as we can is what we're aiming for, and that is why Battle Hardened will go into the S tier. Next up on our list is Scavenger. Personally, I don't use this perk, I don't rate it. If you are the type of player that goes on long kill streaks often and you don't want to pick up other random weapons off the ground, then by all means, run Scavenger and pick up that ammo instead. But for me, I think respawn modes, you're generally going to die before you're able to utilize the full impact of Scavenger. So for me, this is a C tier perk. Next up on our list is EOD. This is a really classic Call of Duty perk. It reduces the damage you receive from all explosives, so grenades, semtexes, claymores, rocket launchers even. And it also, when you throw a grenade back, if somebody throws a grenade at you and you pick it up to throw it back, it resets the fuse. So you're probably gonna be able to throw grenades back a lot more often without dying. So it's a good perk, and it has its value and its benefits in Modern Warfare 2, but in my opinion, it's not as strong as Battle Hardened, which is its opposite perk. And for that reason, we're going to throw it into the A tier. Next up on the perk list is Tracker. This thing has so many effects in the game, it's insane, but I'm gonna talk about the main one that actually has the biggest impact. Enemies leave footprints in the ground while you're using Tracker. So if you're chasing somebody and they're ducking and dodging and diving, you can keep track of them no matter what. It's really solid for that reason, allows you to play a bit more aggressively to chase down the enemy. But for me, I would not say that this is as good as Double Time, nor is it as good as Battle Hardened and EOD, but I will say it's better than Scavenger, so Tracker goes into the B tier. Extra Tactical is the next base perk. This is exactly as I said, you get an extra tactical grenade. Flash grenades are really strong in this game. It allows you to throw 2 of them per life. That's cool and all, but to what end? If you combo this with Scavenger, then sure, you're probably resetting your tactical grenades a lot, but I don't know, it seems like a bit of a useless perk if you ask me. I don't think it's absolutely terrible for F tier, but we are gonna put it in the D tier instead. Second last on our list is Strong Arm. This allows you to throw your lethals and tacticals further, and it also shows you a little arc, a trajectory arc for where you're going to be throwing that grenade. So it gives you a good idea of where the grenade is going to land and how high you need to throw it. But a lot of Call of Duty players already get that down to muscle memory. So the trajectory arc visibility, it's not a big deal. Again, I don't think this is a perk worth using. And for that reason, I'm going to throw it right next to extra tacticals in the D tier. Last on our list is Overkill. This is a really great perk. As a sniper, I run an Overkill class with like a sniper into a marksman rifle. I really like Overkill. I think it has its place in the game. Again, if you're running regular guns, you can use an assault rifle into a shotgun. That way you've got your long range and your close range weapons sorted. You see a lot of people maybe running riot shields and assault rifles so that they can't get shot in the back. Overkill has many uses, some good, some bad, but for me, I think this belongs in the A tier category. Okay, legends, moving on to the bonus perks now. These should be slightly stronger than a lot of your base perks. They should come with more pros, more benefits, and for that reason, you don't actually unlock them when you start the game. You have to play for about 1.5 minutes of each match to unlock your bonus perk. That means you've got to run around, play the objective, get eliminations to speed up that unlock process. But then once you've got it permanently for the rest of that match. The first bonus perk we're looking at is Cold-Blooded, which comes with a few different pros, but the main one we'll look at is the fact that you are undetectable to enemy AI score streaks. So your sentry guns, your VTOL jets, they will not target you on the ground. However, if the enemy is using a manually controlled chopper gunner, for instance, you may still die to a score streak like that. So this is a pretty strong perk, particularly if you've got it set up on a class and you go into game and the enemy is absolutely stomping you. They're throwing down sentry guns left, right, and center, and you're trying to avoid that. For that reason, Cold-Blooded is a pretty good perk. I don't think it's A tier. I will put it in the B tier list. It's worth using, but it's definitely not the best. Next up is Fast Hands. This is probably one of the best bonus perks in the game. It allows you to reload faster, swap weapons faster, and use equipment faster, which is really great. Using equipment in this game, that animation is incredibly slow, so Fast Hands really does come in handy. I'm not even going to dilly-dally here. I'm going to put this in the S tier. It is an absolutely dominant perk that you should be using in Modern Warfare 2. Spotter is the next perk on the list. This is for all of you utility support players out there. This allows you to see enemy equipment through walls. Enemy equipment will be highlighted, so claymores, proximity mines, things like that. And you can also hack those enemy claymores and proximity mines if you get within range. And finally, if you aim down sight and look at some of that equipment, it will highlight it for the rest of your team to see. So you should not be dying to claymores using this perk, and that can be a very frustrating thing. You should not be dying to proximity mines. It's really, really strong. It ensures you're able to live your life a little bit better without having to worry about those pesky claymores. But again, is it as good as Fast Hands or Focus? I think not. I'm personally going to put it in the C tier because while it has its utility-like uses, I don't think it really changes the course of the game in any way. The second last bonus perk on our list is Resupply. This allows you to carry an extra lethal grenade, and it also allows you to recharge your equipment 25% faster. So you'll be getting dead silence and tactical inserts a fair bit faster. I can see some people using the Resupply perk in competitive so that you can get dead silence faster. That would be very handy. But is it stronger than Fast Hands? No, I don't think so. Is it stronger than Cold-Blooded? Probably not. I'm going to put this down on the spotter level in the C tier. The next bonus perk on the list is Focus. This is for all you snipers out there. It reduces the flinch when you are aimed down sights, and it also increases the time in which you can hold your breath. This is a really strong perk for snipers, and I think it's going to be really great in competitive play. Every team generally will have a sniper in Search and Destroy. That sniper can be using Focus to ensure that it's easier to get picks off the bat and win their gunfights using that sniper without having to worry about flinch. For that reason, this could have a huge impact on the competitive scene, and that is why I'm going to put it in the A tier. Again, I'm a little bit biased. I really like sniping, so to see a perk that helps us snipers out, that is perfect. The last bonus perk on our list is Hardline. This reduces the kill streak cost by 1. So UAVs require 4 kills. With Hardline, they only require 3. If you're using score streaks, it reduces the cost by 125 points. So basically the equivalent of 1 kill. I see its uses, particularly when it comes to UAVs in this game. They're so strong, you want to be spamming them as much as you can. And so only requiring 3 quick kills is pretty solid. But Personally, I don't rate hardline. I'm not a big fan. If you're somebody that cannot get more than 3 kills, that's okay. Maybe use hardline to make sure you're getting your UAVs. But aside from that, if you're a mid-tier player and above, I don't think you need the benefits that hardline brings. I personally am going to chuck this in D tier. I think it is the worst bonus perk of the lot. Finally, we come to our ultimate perks. Similar to the bonus perks, these are not unlocked at the start of the game. You have to play for about 2 to 3 minutes, getting eliminations, playing the objective, and your ultimate perk will then unlock for the rest of that game. These perks should be the best in game. They should come with the most benefits. And the first perk that we're going to look at is Quick Fix. This is a really solid perk. Killing enemy players is going to immediately regenerate your health. So let's say you get into a gunfight, you win that gunfight, but you're incredibly weak. The moment you kill the enemy player, Quick Fix is going to activate and you're going to start regenerating health. The same can be said for if you're playing the objective. When you're playing that objective, you will start to regenerate health. It's a really strong perk for all of you aggressive players out there and allows you to get back into gunfights much quicker than if you weren't using it. For that reason, I'm going to throw it into the A tier. I'm very 50-50 when it comes to this perk. It is very strong. It's close to S tier, but there are some other perks that I would rate above this, and for that reason, we're going to throw it in the A tier. Next up is High Alert. This is an absolutely fantastic perk that I use on pretty much all of my classes. I'm going to go ahead and throw this straight into the S tier. It's really, really solid. What it does is when an enemy is looking at you and you are not looking at them, so let's say they are behind you or off to the left side of your screen will flash yellow in that direction. So if somebody's behind me, the bottom of my screen will flash yellow. I know that means there's someone looking at me from behind, so I can immediately whip, turn around, and hopefully win that gunfight. You can do some really fun things with this perk. People sometimes think you're cheating because of it. It really is such a funny perk to use, and it is just incredibly strong as well, especially as a sniper where you can turn and hopefully get a nice quick scope off to make them look really silly. So like I said, High Alert is an S tier. If you haven't used it before, chuck it on right now. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. The next ultimate perk on our list is Ghost, which is incredibly strong this year. Again, I'm going to throw this straight into S tier. When you're using Ghost, you're undetectable to UAVs, you're undetectable to portable radars and heartbeat sensors as well. Modern Warfare 2, there is a lot of UAV spam, so using Ghost basically takes you off the map. Really, really strong perk, especially late game, and that is why it goes in the S tier. The next ultimate perk on our list is Overclock. This has many uses, many benefits. The first is you recharge your field upgrades 40% faster, so almost twice the speed. So that's your dead silence. You'll be getting dead silence a lot more often. Secondly, it allows you to carry 2 field upgrades at the same time, so you can unlock dead silence twice and use it back to back. And then thirdly, when you actually unlock Overclock during the match, you automatically get given your dead silence or your field upgrade that you are using. So there's a lot of pros and benefits to this perk, but as far as how it stacks up against the other ultimate perks, I think it's pretty low down there personally. It may have its uses in competitive play, but just playing public matches, playing respawn modes, it's not that great. And for that reason, it belongs in the D tier. The next perk on our list is Bird's Eye. I personally really love this perk. When you've got a UAV activated, Bird's Eye will show you the direction in which the enemy is traveling. So there'll be little arrows on the red dots on the minimap that will show you their direction of travel. Although what I will say is, as much as I love this perk, UAVs in this game, they sweep the map very sporadically. Sometimes they can be a bit unreliable, so it can be a bit of a crutch perk, and you do become a bit reliant on UAVs using Bird's Eye. For that reason, while it is good, it is not best, and that is why it belongs in the A tier. The last perk on our list is Survivor. This immediately goes into the F tier. It is a terrible perk, do not use it. It allows you to drop into last stand once per life when you die, and you can also revive yourself once per life, or your teammates can revive you. It's a terrible perk, don't use it. Nothing more needs to be said. F tier, where it belongs. Whoa, hey, legends, sorry, just a quick interruption to remind you that I stream on Twitch 7 days a week and all of my links can be found down below. In fact, I'm probably live right now playing Modern Warfare 2, so jump in, say g'day, because it's the best way to get to know me and the rest of my community. Now friends, let's jump back in. Okay, legends, now we are looking at the perk package screen, the perk package setups. You can get here by going to your creator class system, going to one of your classes, selecting perk package, and then you've got a number of preset perk packages here, which they're not bad. They're not bad. Personally, I use Sniper the most. Alternatively, you can be using Deadeye as well, which is very, very strong. But you can also create your own perk packages. And when you're level 55, which is the max level, and you've unlocked all of the different perks available, I would suggest you start to make your own perk packages. Let's have a look at the 4 perk packages that I personally have set up and use in pretty much every single game. I'd suggest you copy these yourself to give them a try, because I believe they are some of the best perk packages available. The first on our list is my perk package 1. I'm using double time for that increased attack sprint time and the movement speed. I'm using Overkill because I use this for my Overkill sniper classes. I'm using fast hands, which is a really good perk to combo with Overkill so that you can swap to that secondary weapon faster. And finally, I'm using High Alert because, again, I think this is an S tier perk and it absolutely dominates. It allows me to snap on people that I'm not necessarily looking at. This is my Overkill class setup for when I'm running dual snipers, but you can combo this with an assault rifle and a shotgun, an assault rifle and an SMG, maybe an SMG and a riot shield to protect your back. This is a great perk package. The next perk package I suggest you give a try is my second perk package. It's double time battle hardened instead of overkill. So this is when I'm running a single primary weapon. I still run fast hands because I think the ability to reload faster is incredibly strong, but you could possibly swap this out for something like cold-blooded, possibly even something like focus. And then finally High Alert. Again, this is an S tier perk. I run it on most of my class setups. It's insanely good. Third on the list is our Bomb Squad Battle Hardened perk package. This stops you from getting killed by any lethals, any tacticals, so explosive damage is reduced. The effects of stun grenades and flash grenades is reduced. Again, I use fast hands because fast reload speed is insane. And then finally Ghost to make you undetectable to UAVs. This is a strong perk package if you don't want to have to worry about tactical and lethal grenades. Finally is my fourth perk package. This is the ultimate utility perk package. You've got Battle Hardened Bomb Squad again, so you're not going to die to any grenades. You've got Cold-Blooded, which means you're probably not going to die to most score streaks. And you've got Ghost, which means you're undetectable to UAVs. So this pretty much just means all you have to worry about is running around, getting kills, winning your gunfights. You don't have to worry about lethal grenades or tactical grenades. You don't have to worry about AI controlled score streaks. This, I mean, I don't personally run this package very often, but you can run this if your lobbies are incredibly sweaty and you just want to avoid all the score streaks, all the kill streaks, and everything of that nature. So that is the fourth perk package there, and the final perk package on my top 4 list. And there you go, legends. You should now have a better understanding of the perk package system in Modern Warfare 2, including some of the best perk packages that you could be running to absolutely dominate the game. Legends, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you did, be sure to smash that like button. If you want to see more of my Modern Warfare 2 content, consider subscribing to the channel and dinging that notification bell. And finally, leave a comment down below. These 3 things help the YouTube algorithm out so much, and I appreciate anyone that can take the time to help. Now, legends, as always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and remember, let's be legendary.